Hello, 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 hello. Thank you for watching today's video. So, just get right into it. We have the number 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 as your angel number. And the angel number 1, 2, 3, 4 has the energy of like changes for the better, and that's the energy that is hurtling your way. So this is a powerful number for progress, and it's the energy of being filled with forward momentum. So remember to keep your eyes on the prize and drop any unnecessary burdens. Shed the old and step into the new. So keep putting in that hard work, and your angels are definitely noticing, and they're definitely still nudging you toward your path as well. So this energy is about, obviously that moving forward, that upward momentum, keeping faith in your abilities, positive change, and it's a telltale sign that good things are definitely coming. So the affirmation for this card is: my hard work and determination always pays off. My hard work and determination always pays off. Okay, so that energy is here for you. Let's go ahead and look at the Oracle deck and see what you have coming in, and then we'll do the tarot. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button as well. So the first card out is the card Higher Power. Higher Power. The number 4 from the Wisdom Oracle as well. So let's see. This definitely still has like the energy of the number as well, because this is another 4 from the number sequence 1, 2, 3, 4. So, but higher power, the essential meanings is about cautious contact with like divine powers, and it's like that presence of the divine, knowing how present, the presence is, or just seeing source energy in everything. So in everyone as well. So committing to a partnership with spirit takes you on a totally different path, and I think it has a lot to do with like potential as well, and like boosts your potential, or when you think higher or think from a different state, it has that potential to just take you to a different place, right? So this card is the one that reminds you that you're more than a person, of course, and you're more than trying to get out ahead of things and make things happen for yourself and other people. You have an immortal soul, and you are gifted with a human life, right? Through whatever a higher power can, where you can express yourself. So at this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it like through meditation and things like that, like the stillness, things of that nature, and asking yourself, what is the highest for all good, and how can you serve like in that energy as well, like, and be able to use that good out of your own self. So you're able able to get out of your own way and trust that there's definitely a plan for your life. Like, or trust you like that you're like being led on the plan. That you feel like every step of your like journey that you're taking is you're trusting that plan for your life, whatever plan you're dreaming up, and that seems like the next direct step. You are always protected and like divinely directed. You have that confidence in yourself, and it does have a lot, and it's very helpful in your prosperity because sometimes it's not about like how hard you're working because your work and ideas they flow in, and inspiration comes up from something inside of you, like that higher power inside of you that you didn't even know you could have access to. So when you enter any agreements or projects or negotiate deals and using like spirit as I said, like the co-creator, you will always like succeed and have that like a higher amount of potential, like a greater potential for what you're able to allow, right? So let the higher power lead you and like kind of find on that the signs, the synchronicities, the intuitive like nudges that you feel, and when you see which can help you, like in what ways you're being pointed, it like gives you confidence to move forward. So it definitely is like that energy of like tapping into your highest and greatest potential, and understanding how much of a success you would be when you understand spirit's guidance, and the humility will serve you well when you are bowing down to this like power and desire power, because you realize that you have no clue how all of these like amazing things are going to happen to you, and that's like the beauty of spirit, right? So let's get another. So card we have is card serendipity. I'm trying to see where we can put it. That's good. Serendipity also is the number 18. So serendipity is definitely like that lucky type of energy. That energy of being at the right place at the right time. Staying ready, like open to opportunities, and always aligned, always in that energy. The awareness of like synchronicity puts you in that energy as well. So it's not something that you do necessarily to get miracles or to have them created for yourself. It's about being aware that the potential, right, for this energy, the serendipity energy, is here for you. And once you understand that, then it does make allowing or letting things that are amazing happen to you, like a magical alignment of events. You start to believe more in luck and good fortune appearing as like your symbols and your signs. So notice when little things, quote unquote little, right, but little things happen, and bring it to the front of your awareness, to acknowledge all the synchronicities, and more will start to happen to you. So this is definitely, the energy of you stepped into alignment with your greater good, or your dreams, and the collective dream will resonate in exquisite harmony. So now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. So keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, and as this higher power that is there for you, as it's like that energy, it's like using you as a force on the behalf of like the whole world. So it's like bringing things to fruition through you, right? So So you can expect the unexpected for whatever it is that you're doing that is like very impactful. People don't think about that, but you are allowed to smile, to know what type of prosperity this brings, which is, there's the energy of, like I said, right place, right time, and also being grateful for the stars being aligned in your favor, and just fortune, like luck being a lady on your side, right? So victory and success are yours, and the choices that you have made in the past are now like preparing you for these different opportunities. So this is definitely your lucky moment, and the timing couldn't be more perfect. I like that. It's like you can have all the potential in the world, but also the energy of, right time, right place. So that's also how um a lot of like the top people right now, people don't talk too much about, how luck plays a great factor in all of our successes. So let's get another. Okay, so I think this is definitely a card that makes sense. The card co-create, co-create. So in connection, obviously, with, that higher power card that came out, and even the serendipity card, right? Because you're acknowledging that there's something that's making like a serendipitous event happen for you. Which, like I said, just go over like the past week. Just think of one lucky thing that, like, if one little thing that happened, then, it would have not caused a chain reaction, a good positive chain reaction, right? So find that moment, and also acknowledging, in this co-creation, spirit is looking for like not just your creativity, but creative ways to bring things to you, right? So, even if you're whatever you're looking for from spirit, it'll come to you through creativity, art, inspiration, and that will lead you to your fruition and your manifestations, right? So that's what co-create is all about. And you may not consider yourself a like creative person, quote unquote, but in fact you are very creative, and you are creating a reality, which is like the most creative task you could ever do. So everyone is very, very creative. So and you're creating like every moment, every day, every thought. All of these are very creative actions, ones that require a lot of intention and beliefs, and you know, being really in tune with your feelings and what you are feeling, right? So you always consider, of course, that you have to do so in part with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name, higher power, like the card said before, right? So you are definitely a spark of this intelligence that is working through you. You acknowledge that with like the creativity, or just the intelligence, right? So it's nudging you with inspired thoughts and just intuitive guidance, and you're just like that paintbrush in like the co-creation relationship, and it's a understanding of how you are a unique expression, like your own individual, blended with like spirit, of course. So you are a product of like divine inspiration in yourself, and you are now aligned with so many miracles. That's what the energy of serendipity, and what happens when you co-create with spirit in everything that you do. So it's nothing that's like, this is the thing. It's kind of funny. I think we've been taught to separate lives, like, or spirituality, like it's something you do at a different time when you realize that you are spirit, like everything that you're doing. And just like the cards are saying for you, it increases your potential to manifest, to create, to, call in miracles and serendipity, and just work it with like any higher power, because you're allowing for so much more. And when you do that with the spirit, which is like the greatest and infinite source, you can definitely prepare to be amazed, right? So, just based off your prosperity, so you're definitely, what's going to be happening here is like a lot of inspiration on the rise. Just showing you like a great success when you are looking at this message, because you are like in your most creative success, like your most creative mindset, which is and has like the potential to be like your highest earning, all of that, because of just how amazing, the inspirations and the intuitive guidance are, that come from spirit. So whatever you apply yourself to will lead to the fruition of your dreams. And remember that all your ideas are channeled right from a higher source, so you can create your reality in partnership with spirit. And the potential for manifestation is unlimited when you do that. So definitely, it's always a great thing to revel in that vastness. Okay, so let's get one more. Okay, so this last card was poised. I was thinking about the pose. Alright, 48 also. So the numbers we have are all very significant as well. So let me know which ones you've been seeing. Okay, definitely so many duplicates. So 4, 40, and 48, and 18. Kind of said that differently, but definitely that came out. And also the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. But the energy of this last card is, the energy of being ready. Kind of that energy. I said about serendipity, staying ready, but that you don't have to get ready. But it's also the energy just bringing something to light and being at your best, like whatever your confidence is, your confidence level, and you can be assured right now that you're ready for anything, and you know what you need. Your skills are like very sharp. You're sharpening your tools even more. It's kind of giving me that energy of 8 of Pentacles energy, but you've definitely come to this place of being armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you have a sense of just like your life about to begin. So people are responding to this confidence. So I hear this quote often. That's a really good quote. It's like, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So people often wonder, like, how will they be able to manifest? Or the hardest thing that seems like people have to let go of is like the story, in order for them to manifest. So if you're constantly telling a story of like who you used to be, and you're not allowing for the story of right now, you can understand why it's taking you personally longer to see changes reflect in your everyday, because you are, the bottleneck in the energy, right? So you have every reason to feel confident right now, and everything you need to make your success concrete is definitely at your disposal. So you can take action knowing you are ready to step into your power and into your light, and being able to, be able to surface the world in your own way, being able to use your potential in your own lovely way. So the direction that you're moving in is like your destiny direction, and your soul is definitely smiling, because this most in alignment with this truth of your time, that joy, the truth of your soul. So it's definitely your last card here. We ace always reminds me of like the pen being mightier than the sword. Kind of gives me that energy just because it's like the ace is the one of the like deck. In every deck, the ace is the one. So just gives me that energy. But the ace is also just that energy of air, and having like mental um, energy being very high. And with this card, it's like breakthroughs and clarity, divine inspiration, things of that nature, being very heavy, higher power. When you're working in co-creation stages, like you said, and just the oracle reading, it's a lot coming through mental power, so inspiration, ideas, things of that nature, insights, and you will be able to make a strong decision about what step to take next. So the insight to know will reveal life-changing opportunities, and you may experience a like spiritual awakening. I know you like another one, but all that is just like a higher awareness about how you are operating at any given time. So don't like be too scared of like the name spiritual awakening, because it's really not all that deep. It's really just like a pattern recognition if you want to break it down sometimes. But tune into this wisdom however you find it and the truth, and just take focused action on whatever you find out, and you will find that you have the ability to overcome any obstacles and resolve any conflicts when you do. So it's a good thing to not walking away from strife, or just like conflicts or whatever, because conquests lead to triumph. So you have a higher ability to overcome when you use that sort of energy, right? So it's also about, this card is also about the power to strongly love or to hate as well. So possibly the birth of a child as well. And it's like it's talking about like, the energy of a person being born that is like more of a champion, or like, that story, or also taking on that story for yourself as well, So let's shuffle again. Alright, the Temperance card. Temperance is that major arcana vibe. Definitely the major arcana. So the major arcana is all about is that energy that is the first one in, and the temperance is about the balance that is being held. So when you're looking at the temperance card, even the symbology, you can kind of see like the energy of like the red wings, right? But it's on a like white dressed figured, which is like, kind of mixing what you're told about the two lore of like an angel or a demon or something like that. So it's like mixing that. It has two cups, and it has like the 1 foot on the surface, 1 foot in the like water. So it's describing two different indications, but it's like this card is the indication that you need, balance in your life, in your areas, and just choosing moderation. And it's like the energy that you should learn how to bring, balance to your life in any way that you can. Just finding more patience for things, or just being very like finding moderation, finding ways to tailor things down, or the energy letting you know that you should take the like a middle road and just avoid any extremes at the time, just to maintain any sense of calm that you can, because you should like have a lot of patience right now to just avoid worrying about anything and accept any differences that are coming to you. Except it's like that energy of like walking away from like mental toil, or looking for contrast provided by anything that's not working that's around you, so that you know where you need more balance. And this can tell you a lot about what you will be, in tune with in this next season of your life. So using your energy, using your potential for like a higher service, a higher purpose, and staying in balance as well. Let's get another. Okay, the Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Kind of like the Wands is the fire energy back in the deck. So the Wands definitely give me the energy of more potential. Or getting a fire like lit behind you. Um, using the potential that you have and not just letting it go to waste or like fall by the wayside. But the Page of Wands is the energy that brings like a youthful and optimistic energy in your life, and it kind of gives me that energy of like the boys, like energy of like having fun, or even like the serendipity that's just like going and being very free and light and valuable. So watch out for the good news and anything about any new opportunities or ventures. Allow yourself to dream as a child. I think about a lot of quotes that's like the like things that are like hid from the wise and the like buttoned up and are like open to people who have like a childlike mind. Um, because you're allowing so much more, and you're not like shutting things down by just saying that something couldn't be true because of a mental paradigm that you live in, right? So when you allow for more, you definitely have more being added onto you. So it's definitely a lot for momentum. And like I said, allow yourself to dream and just take advantage of this energy and this enthusiasm. Also, this is the energy of a messenger. So it's like a divine messenger giving you divine inspirations, divine nuggets to like keep you going on a journey. It's also like the desire for power, the desire to, wield your power, use it in any way that you see fit. So let's get another card for the boys to card here. All of these cards are like there's no numbers on them, so that's fine, but just thought I'd mention it. Alright, and the Empress, well, there are some numbers actually from the Major Arcana, but it's not numbered, so, but the Empress card is all about abundance here, lavish abundance, which is definitely a telltale sign of a working with spirit, being, very, very well cared for, right? So, yeah, the energy of the Empress is, like I said, more lush abundance. Even if you look at the number, I think the number two, the Temperance number is the number 14 or 13, but the number of 3 here as well. I think the stars on here might have a connection to that 13 and 14 as well, but the energy of the Empress is one of, like lavishness, abundance, mothering, even energy, like being so well cared for. Um, and it's like a different type of care because it's not like about like an earthly mother, right? It's about like spirit and looking to spirit to have your needs filled and not, running to um, a lower source, going to the highest of all and allowing that to nurture you, to co-create with you. Which, like I said, it just has a higher potential to, give you exactly what you want. If you're going to people who are limited, like in the physical, then the potential for what they have to give you will be limited as well, right? Okay. So embrace the qualities of like that nurturing love that spirit has, and embrace it within and for yourself, and as well as others. So this card definitely indicates like fertility. So the energy of ideas being born, or the ideas, things being in abundance, whatever that is. So it's traditionally associated with like just that maternal influence, of course, like I said, and it's the energy of your, maybe helping to start a family or start something that could be, fruitful, like a tree. Um, and it's also always tied in when we see like the trees all in the back. That's common a reference that is made, um for like manifestation and things of that nature, seeds and faith and things of that nature. So when you're talking about fertility and things being fertile, it's not just about like starting any family or things like that. It's about also starting the seeds that you're planting, the mental seeds, and what's to crop up later, depending on what you're planting. And the energy of this is like um, your fertility in the form of new ideas that need your nurturing in order to flourish. So, whatever you're asking for from the universe, I guess it's like, cultivating that within yourself. So, if you're asking for, to be nurtured and, given lavishly, you also have to become that energy and nurture as well. So, nurture the ideas and the inspirations that you're given. And the Empress is the card where, it's the card if you're like hoping to like create life, create a movie, create romance, create art, or just like create a new business. This is the Empress card coming up for you because it's definitely in that energy. So I think the cards that even came out for the numbers as well all led back to like the original ones that you had. Oh, this number is 18, so it's 9. But it's the number 8, which came up again on this one. 48. Okay, somewhere, right? 48, 40, 14, or no, just the number 4. 18 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So the numbers here are all important. Whatever number you like see outside of this, maybe you'll catch it on a clock. Maybe you will, just see it, I don't know, on a subway or something. I don't know. Maybe you're in New York. But wherever you see like these numbers, it'll like come up and it'll, get in your brain. So I like to use those moments as, moments of faith, like chop up a mustard seed, like seedlings, to look at and to understand like the co-creation process. That's what the whole reading is about. Not skipping over that and not thinking that things that are special aren't happening to you, because they definitely are happening all the time. So I definitely think that when you allow, like I said before, the quote I liked before was when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And if you look at your own situations and circumstances differently, everything will respond to your doing. So it's that energy of like wave versus particle. I know we're getting very scientific, right? But it's the energy of, your intentions for something, and what you think about something while you're doing it does matter a lot. So making sure that you have a very clear energy, the energy of temperance, being balanced and being that's what I have here for this reading. I'm hoping to do more um, readings for signs. This is just, for the air signs here. And I want to do some more, but make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And, if you want to leave a comment, you can leave which air sign it is that you are in an emoji, or, whatever you would like to do. But regardless, thank you for watching. And I will see you next time.